If you're doing the 2080 weight loss diet properly and you're getting the fucking ratios right, less than 20% of the total calories you eat are from protein. The rest of the calories are from fat and whatever trace carbs. These ketone strips, the Ketone Strip Weight Loss Club, these strips should be showing color at minimum, the third one down, 24 hours a day. Okay, 24 hours a day. If you're not getting fucking color at least that fucking dark, you're fucking this up. Okay, you're fucking it up. Something's wrong. Okay, so obviously you're not hitting the fucking ratios. Maybe you think you are, but you're not. Okay, you're not. So I'm going to test one right now. My ketone strip is at its lightest right in the morning. Okay, that's like when you go through the dawn effect and you actually have the highest blood sugar right in the morning. Okay, my ketone strip is the lightest right now it's ever going to be all day. So I got some piss again. See these strips? See? Buy these. Okay, these are what you want to get. They're simple. Urine keto sticks. That's a brand. You see that? Fuck. I still got people fucking this up. I think people are even buying the blood testing strips for the fucking blood testing meter, and they're trying to use them, just dip them in, they're just trying to dip those in piss? Are you fucking retarded? Fuck. Okay, just the strips. Fuck, they're cheap. You don't need to blow your money on the blood testing meter. Okay, as long as these are showing good color all the time, you're on the right fucking track. So I'll dip this strip in some piss. When you're in deep, deep ketosis, you'll dip them in there and it'll be instantly the darkest purple. That's pretty much what I get later in the day. In the morning, I still get some crazy colors, but it's not as, like, obviously you sleep all night. You haven't ate. After I eat, if the macros are correct, I'll have crazy dark. And it'll happen instantly when you dip those strips in the fucking piss. Okay? Wherever you eat your blocks of meat, your tomahawks, and all your fucking too lean of meat sources, okay, you're not going to get this color after eating. It's going to fuck it up. Especially if you wait a little bit, it'll fucking fade. So there's mine right now. Okay, I'm still darker than the third one. I'm right in there. And that's the lightest I'll pull all day. All day. That's the lightest one. Okay, imagine you fat pigs that are eating at a big deficit. And you're just like drenched in ketones in your bloodstream. Okay, these are going to be black. These are going to be fucking black all the time. They're going to be the darkest color. This is what fucking counts. Okay, everything leads to this. Okay, everything. Or if you're checking blood sugars. Okay, your blood sugar is going to be rock bottom. Rock bottom. Okay, we're talking once you get leveled out and get some of your health back and you're getting some decent blood sugar control, some of you guys will have some big dumps and shit when your liver's dumping, when you're cutting weight on this. Okay, your blood sugars might swing around. Okay, but your sugars will be way under 80 milligrams per deciliter. Okay, they're going to be way under 4.1, would be like the top. The highest numbers you're going to see. You might see higher than that briefly in the morning when you wake up due to the dawn effect. And then, bam, down. You might see higher than that if you go fucking work out hard and get some lactic acid buildup. Then immediately down. It'll just fall. Okay, once you get lean and you're on this, you're going to be showing the threes. 3 millimoles per liter, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, maybe even 3.3. That's like 60 milligrams per deciliter, for fuck's sakes. Okay, you guys are so fucking brainwashed to what you think good blood sugars look like. Fuck, you think good blood sugars are like fucking in the fucking high 80s and 90s and 100 you think's good. You think fucking 5 millimoles per liter is good. Okay, 5 millimoles per fucking liter, that's fucking what a guy might pull right when he wakes up due to the dawn effect. And then it'll fucking drop down to the low 4s, high 3s on this fucking diet. 20/80 fucking macros. Now, other things that people are fucking up. There is no ground beef on the shelf that meets the fucking macros. Okay? The fattiest shit is close, raw. Are you gonna fucking eat raw fucking ground beef? As soon as you cook it, you're too fucking low. You're gonna be too fucking low on the fat. So therefore, your protein's gonna be too high. Okay? Nothing on the fucking shelf will work that is some sort of a fucking raw meat source, except bacon. Now, if you're eating bacon raw, you're gonna hit the fucking macros. You have to be less than 20% protein. Okay, and people that are just fucking know the calories, fucker. Okay, I'm gonna go through again what I talked about yesterday because I seen that people still fucking didn't figure it out. So the first thing, this isn't just a fucking 1 gram of protein to 2 grams of fat ratio. Do the fucking math on that. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. Okay, 1 gram of fat's 9. So therefore, a 1 to 2 ratio would be 4 calories to 18 calories. What the fuck is 4 divided by 18? 0.22. Too fucking high on the fucking protein. Okay, you want to be well under. Okay, don't fuck this up. Less than 20% of the calories from protein. Know the fucking calories. Now, the 20 multiplier, okay, the 20 constant that I was telling you about in yesterday's video. I'm going to tell you how I got that to make it easy. I thought it would make it easy. For some it did. For some it fucking didn't help because you're fucking stupid. If you know the protein, if you're a woman, you're not going to need to worry about the top end calories. The protein count that you choose to pick will dictate the total calories. Okay? So if you're your average woman, start with 80 grams of protein. So just make sure that you're at 80. Okay, that'd be a good starting point. At 80 grams of protein, you need that 80 grams of protein to be less than 20% of the total calories that you'll eat that day or in the meal. Okay, always be hitting that ratio, whether it's 1 meal, 2 meals, 3 meals. 80 grams of fucking protein. The way to figure out what number that's 20% of in total calories, you would go 80 grams of fucking protein times 4 calories per gram, okay, which is 320 calories, divided by 0.2 is going to give you 1,600. Okay? So the way I got the factor of 20 is 80 times 4, so 4 divided by 0.2 is what? What's 4 divided by 0.2? 20. So I just took 2 fucking calculations and rolled it into 1. So then all you had to do was go 80 because you know the numbers of protein that you're trying to hit. You base it around the protein. So you're at 80 grams, which would be a good amount for a woman, let's say. Okay? Say you're using 80. 80 times 4 calories per gram of protein is 320 total calories of protein. And then you divide that by 0.2, you get 1,600. So if you go 80 times 20 is also 1,600. Fuck. If you go 320 divided by fucking 1,600, you get 20%. Fuck. It's all the same shit. It's all the same. Now what you would do is if you know the protein count, you times by 20, you get the total calories that you must eat. So that's the minimum calories. Now if you're over the 1,600 by like 50 or 100 cal, perfect. You're good still. You're good. But you don't need to go crazy and make it so high in fat that your protein now as a percentage is down at fucking 10. Okay, don't do that. Okay, you don't need to do that. Especially the leaner you get, you're going to obviously want to hit a minimum on the protein. Let's do that again. Because these are going to be very close to real world fucking protein counts. Let's use 70 grams of protein. So you're a smaller woman. And you're going to start this. Okay, you don't need to run a massive fucking deficit. Okay, if you happen to run a massive deficit, the salt's got to be cranked. Okay, you're still putting sodium and potassium on the food. But if you're running a massive deficit, okay, you can. Okay, you can, but the leaner you get, don't. Cut slower at that point. This fucking works too fast as it is. But if you're a super fat fucking pig, and you're not even hungry and you're running this big deficit, you gotta make sure you're getting in the snake juice like crazy, because it's gonna almost be like a fast. Because the fucking food's so low compared to what your BMR is. Your basal metabolic rate, total calories you'd burn on the day. Okay, so another example. The macros is what counts, all right? Don't fuck it up. You gotta have a couple brains fucking roll around in your fucking skull. So you're a woman, and you're fairly small. You go a little lower to start. 70 grams of protein. 70 grams of protein. So just pick a protein number that you're going to stick to. At least make it match the total calories on the day. Maybe one day you go 70, maybe one day you go 80. So the calories must go up if the protein goes up. Okay? You're not just fucking keeping the calories the same or keeping the protein the same and dropping calories, because then your ratios are wrong. It's the whole point. I'm not trying to turn this into a fucking rabbit starvation fucking diet. Okay, the fucking ratios are always the same, no matter what the fuck happens with the calories or the protein. The ratios stay the same, and you hit those ratios in every meal. Okay, don't just fucking have one meal that's way too lean and then fucking go crazy fatty on the other one. Okay, every meal you want to be telling your body to burn fat for fuel. So you're a woman that's petite or something, small, and you start at 70 grams of protein. Okay, I already know the number of protein because I know what the calories are going to be ballpark at maintenance. 70 grams of protein. We'll do it both ways. 70 grams of protein times 4 calories per gram, okay, is going to be what? 280 calories of protein. 280. Now we need that 280 to be 20% or less of the total calories of the day. Okay, that's 70. That's 70 in the whole day. Okay? That's 70 grams the whole fucking day. So then you go 280 divided by 0.2 gives you 1,400. Now the idiot-proof way, just go 70 grams of protein times 20, because that's the factor you get when you go fucking 4 calories per gram divided by 0.2, you get fucking 20, okay? 70 grams of protein times 20 equals 1,400 total calories that fucking little fat woman would try to hit. Not try, hit. And if you're over the 1,400, if you're at 1,500 at 70 grams of protein, you're still good. Because you know that your protein percentage is way under, which is fine. Just don't get stupid about it. You don't need it to be like fucking 70 grams of protein at 2,000 cal. And I know there's going to be people that'll play with that. That's fine. Okay, if you're got a pile of fat on you, but protein's still the most important macro as far as holding tissue on your body. You don't want to get stupid with it. You don't want to get stupid with bringing the protein down too low, and because you're unable to bring it down too fucking low, most people, the numbers I'm telling you think are ludicrously low. Okay, too low would be like under 50, all right? 50 grams on the day, okay? There's going to be some really tiny women that could fucking stick to 50 grams on the day. Okay, you'd be a very small woman. Okay, you'd be probably like 5 feet tall or shorter and not muscled, and you're just a small woman, you don't have a bunch of muscle. Okay? But good numbers for women are going to be somewhere between 60 and 90 grams of protein. At 60 grams of protein, you'd have to hit 1,200 calories minimum. At 70 grams of protein, you would have to hit 1,400 calories minimum. Minimum. At 80 grams of protein times by 20, you'd have to hit 1,600 calories minimum. Okay? At 1,800, at 90 grams of protein times by 20, you'd have to hit 1,800 calories minimum. That'd be a pretty big woman, pretty good size. Okay? Now, obviously, if you're a 400-pound woman, what you're visualizing is what diet, what 20-80 calorie count with that fucking protein ratio is going to be the same diet that you would be eating if you were ripped. So, if you got a woman that's, say, 5'7", and you know that if she's 5'7", she's probably gonna, if she's got decent muscle, she's probably gonna look pretty good somewheres in the low 140s, high 130s, or whatever, something in there. Maybe she's got freaky genetics and she's close to 150. Okay, whatever. Once you're down there, you fucking dial shit in. Okay? But a baseline diet for a woman, if you want to be that fucking size, and you're 400 pounds right now at 5'7", but you want to be 140 pounds at 5'7", you just do the fucking diet that you'd be doing at fucking 140 pounds, which is going to be probably a good starting diet for the 400-pound pig that's 5'7", is going to be a good starting point would be the 80 grams of protein, 1,600 calories. Minimum. 1,700, fine. See what that does. If you held on to that diet's going to bring you right down to your goal. Right down to the goal. Do you understand? You want to eat like you're already ripped. And it works perfect with this. You literally are eating the diet that's going to be the fucking ripped version of you that you would be eating. Okay? The same diet the ripped version of you would eat is the same fucking diet you're going to eat today, you fat fucking pig. So I just gave you the fucking numbers, like fuck. That factor of 20 is just to simplify. You start with a protein count. Cole said, I'm about 5'6", 5'5", 5'7". Let's start with 80 grams of protein, 75 grams of protein, maybe 70. Okay? And then you just times that by 20 to figure out the total calorie count you got to get in on the day. Because if you go lower on the calories than that, you're not hitting the 20% protein. And obviously there's going to be trace carbs. But some of you, it's going to be literally fucking 80% fat. Okay, so there's no trace carbs depending what you're trying to do. Okay, don't worry about that. We know that the fucking other 80% of the 20-80 diet could be 100% fat or it could be a little less. I don't give a fuck. Okay, in fact, when you get really lean, you could fucking play with it because if you have some carbs in the diet, the fat will drown the shit out of those carbs. And you'll still be fucking in deep ketosis all the time. Unless you really have a real fuck up. Okay, unless you have a real fuck up. But that's down the road. You don't even think about fucking adding any stiff carbs to anything. The fucking strips need to show fucking color 24 hours a day. The fucking ketone weight loss club. Okay, more examples. Fuck, I do this all fucking day. My voice would hold up. So I gave you starting point fucking diets right there. Most of you women, you would start between 60 to 90 grams of protein. At 60 grams of protein, 1,200 calories minimum. Okay? That makes your 60 grams of protein 20% right on the money. Okay? 1,200 calories minimum. If you're at 1,300, fine. Okay, be on the safe side. Okay, bump it up a little bit on the total calories. Make sure that protein is less than 20%. And like I said, if there's zero carbs at all in your fucking meal, in your day or whatever, understand that you can't just, I don't count the fucking calories, motherfucking lazy fucks. Okay, don't just try to go, oh, it's a 2-to-1 protein to fat. That doesn't equal 20%. What the fuck is 4 divided by 18, motherfuckers? It's 0.22, not 0.20. Too lean. Fuck. Don't fuck it up. Fucking hamburger. Okay, 73.27 burger, 70 fucking 30 burger is too fucking lean. Unless you're eating it raw, and I still don't trust it. I know when I eat something that it's hitting my ratios. Okay, don't just fucking go by the labels. Okay, feel it. The strips need to be showing fucking crazy color. I'll tell you right now, if you're fucking hitting these ratios properly, you're not going to stall. You might hold water sometimes and have a drop, but you're just gonna drop. This diet will get you to your fucking default lean body weight. Hands down. Okay, hands down. That's why I have so much confidence just telling you the calories. If you just did those today, you would get that ripped. Okay, for example, let's talk about a fat guy. Let's use me for the example. Let's pretend I'm 5'7", right on the money. Let's pretend that I was 300 pounds. I know that this diet, eating about 2,400 calories, is going to get me to like 10% body fat. So I would just do that diet today if I was 300 pounds. So what would I do if I already know that? So what grammage of protein is 20% calories of 2,400 total calories of the day? 120 grams of protein. Okay, you'd go 120 times 20, 2,400. Okay? If you want to do it the fucking slower way, you'd go 120 times 4 calories per gram is 480 total calories. 480 divided by 2,400 is going to be 20%, but you'd go 480 divided by 0.2 equals the total calories, which is 2,400. So I'd probably hit 2,500 just to be safe. That diet alone, without fucking cutting calories or protein lower than that's going to take me from 300 pounds to somewhere in the low 170s. Okay? You get it? It's not hard. It's not hard. Okay? Don't make assumptions about fucking food choices being fatty enough. Okay? Don't make assumptions. Okay? You make fucking sure it's fatty enough, motherfucker. Okay? I've fucking seen it too many times. I have too many people coming to me in the background and being like, oh, is this fucking ground beef fatty enough? No, not cooked. Fuck. It's the fattiest shit you can get. Just makes the cut when it's raw. Are you eating it raw, motherfucker? No. Maybe I am. And even if it was raw, I'd still be fucking putting olive oil and fucking organic mayonnaise on it. Okay, it's not fucking fatty enough. Fuck. Ribeye steak, not fatty enough. Not even close. Tomahawks, not fatty enough. Eggs, not fatty enough. Okay, fuck, none of it. Bacon, if you cook the shit out of it, not fatty enough. Okay? Like, do the fucking math. Those sausages I showed you out of the store, some of them fucking Johnsonvilles and shit, they're fatty enough. As long as you don't fucking cut them in half and cook all the fat out of them. Okay, I microwave those when I have them and they're just holding all the juice. And I still put olive oil on them. I still put organic mayonnaise on them. Okay? You can have vegetables. Okay, you can have fucking leafy greens or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Oil them up. Okay? Oil them up with a shitload of olive oil and put a bunch of salt on them. Okay? You need to fucking keep these fucking strips showing color. Let's do another fucking example. If you were, let's do a 2-meal-a-day example for a fucking little fat pig of a woman, okay? Let's use 80 grams of protein on the day. So you need to hit the 80. And don't be in the mentality like, oh, I hit 90, that's even better. No, 80. If you do the fucking math, it better be fucking 20% or less of the total calories. Okay, if it's 78 and you hit 1,600 calories, that works, but not over 80. So you'd be at 80 grams of protein in the day. So you break it up into 2 fucking meals, 40 grams a pop. 40 grams a pop. Okay, if it was exact. So that would mean that each meal if you go 40 grams of protein times 4 is 160. Okay, divide by 0.2 is going to be what? 1,800? Or sorry, 800. 800 calories per meal, right? Okay, 800 calories per meal. So there's 2 meals, 1,600 total. Okay, so 40 grams of protein. I'll do that again. 40 grams of protein is half the protein you'd get in. Okay, in the first meal. So the same shit applies. In that meal, you want it to be fucking 2080. 40 gram of protein times 4 is 160 calories of protein. Divide by 0.2 gives you 800. Okay, that's exactly 2080. Okay, less than 20% of the calories from protein. And then your second meal be exactly the same. Now, if one of those meals has 850 or 900 cal in it, fine. You're still good. Because obviously if you're over by 100 cal, that's 100 extra calories of fat. Now, maybe one of the meals is fucking 35 grams of protein. Okay, maybe one of the meals is 35 grams of protein. Okay, you fucking just times it by 20. 35 times 20 is going to be 700 calories. So if you're hitting 35 grams of protein in that meal, you want to be minimum 700 total calories. How did I get 700? Because you went 35 fucking grams of protein times 4, okay, is going to give you what? 140 divided by 0.2, 700 fucking calories. Okay, that's the slow way. I just use that factor of 20 to figure it out. So you got 35 grams of protein in the first meal. Times 20 means you have to have 700 calories minimum in the first meal. 35 grams of protein, 700 calories. Or more. Or more than 700 by a little bit. That's fine. Go a little over. Okay, it's fine. You're going to lose weight. You need the ratios to be correct. The second meal, because you hit 35 grams the first meal, you're shooting for 45 grams the second meal. So you go 45 grams times 20, okay, is 900 calories. 700 calories first meal, 900 the second meal, but the second meal had more protein. That's why the calorie count's higher. If you do it the slow way, you'd go 45 grams of protein times fucking 4 calories per gram, because protein is 4 calories per gram, equals 90 fucking calories. 45 times 4 calories per gram equals 180 calories. Okay? 180 divided by 0.2, 900. $900 calories in the second meal for a total of 1,600 in a day. If you're at 1,700, fine. For most of you, 2 meal a day is going to probably work almost perfect. Okay? But if you want to eat 3 squares, fine. If you feel like you're on a very low calorie count or you're a bigger eater, then eat 1 meal. Okay, let's do a little bit for the men. I'm going to answer. I had a couple donations. Fuck, missing all these fucking. Okay. John Thompson donated me $10, says, "Hey Cole, hope you're doing well. I was wondering, does it matter if there is a meal or 2 that are over 20% protein calories if by the end of the day your macros are on point? What's too low of protein?" Yeah, it matters. Okay, always be under 20% protein. Don't go over. Because imagine you had a meal that was way too lean. That could buck you out. You want to fucking stay in that deep state of ketosis. You want to use that fucking fat for fuel. You don't want to give your body a choice where, geez, he gave me not nearly enough fat this meal and way more fucking protein. Now I'm wasting my protein as fucking fuel. Okay? No. Every time you eat a meal, you want the fucking protein to be under 20% of the total calories on the meal, on the fucking day, on the fucking week, okay, on the snack, okay? Always. Now, what is too low on the protein? As long as you're hitting these ratios, you won't be too low, unless your calories were way down there, okay? But for a guy, if you're a fat peg, you're going to be fine at fucking shit. You could go very low. You could be at a fucking 90, 100 gram of protein, which would be what? About 1,800 for 90 grams of protein, minimum 1,800 calories. Because I just times by 20 quick in my head. Okay, 100 grams of protein, minimum 2,000 cal. That's a standard cutting diet. Would be 100 gram of protein, 2,000 cal on this. Very standard for an average size guy. That diet, if you got some muscle on you, that's going to get you down to fucking low motherfucking body fat percentages. Okay? But that's why you'd probably bump it up once you got a little bit leaner. You'd bump it up to fucking maybe 110 grams of protein, 120 grams of protein. 110 grams of protein is going to be 2,200 calories minimum. 120 grams of protein is what I said. 2,400 calories minimum. Big guys are going to be cutting on 3,000. Big motherfuckers. Easy. Okay? Fuck, they're going to be rocking probably a 1,000 cal deficit. So that would be 150 grams of protein maximum. You're always talking maximum amounts of protein because you want to be under 20% total, and you're talking minimum on the total calories. Okay? Because if you have this much protein, you have to make a minimum on the total calories. If you have this many total calories, you have to be at a maximum on the protein. So if I worked it backwards and I said, okay, I'm going to start the 2080 diet. See, this is why you always start with the protein first. It makes it a lot better because then you can see that protein looks reasonable. Because if you fucking pick a crazy low calorie count, your protein might not look too reasonable. If you're some guy that's like, I'm going to just do 1,400 fucking calories, so let's work that backwards and figure out how much protein I'm allowed maximum. It's going to be fucking 70 grams. Okay, I'm not saying that that would be too radical, but it's too low. All right? That's too low for a good sized guy if you got some muscle on you. Okay, you don't need to go that low. You're going to lose weight so fucking fast on a calorie count and a protein count that's way higher. Don't undereat on this. Start with a calorie count that would be the calorie count of about your goal body weight. So like I said before, if I weighed 300 pounds, I would start with something that's about what my goal would be, whatever my goal was. Okay, if my goal was fucking like 170 fucking pounds, I know, because I know myself, I know that I'd probably be able to hold on to, depends on the cardio. I could probably hold on to 2,800 on this. 2,800 fucking calories. If I was 300 pounds, I could fucking do a 2,800 calorie 2080 diet and be 140 calories worth of protein, because that's exactly 20%. Okay? And I could actually build muscle on the cut on that. So don't go so low. Have some confidence that you're still able to build some muscle on the cut. Obviously, if you're super fat ass, like 500 pounds, you're going to be able to run something that's a big deficit, and you'll still be able to build muscle on the cut. Okay, that's why you don't want to get stupid with it. This is aggressive enough. If these strips are showing color all the time, and you're hitting these macros, it's aggressive as fuck. It's the most aggressive you can do. Next to fucking the C-word protocol, where you start bringing the protein down to like 10%. And then you fucking could shuttle fats in with some fucking vegetables. Like, it's fine. If you don't want to eat vegetables, don't. And yeah, there's some calories there. I don't give a fuck. Okay, there's some calories there. Okay, I want the protein to be 20% or less of the total calories. Always veer on the side of less, but not too less. Okay, like I said, if you're a woman and you start with a 70 gram, if you start even with a 70 gram protein diet, okay, let's just talk in protein. You start with a 70 gram per day protein diet. That means that at minimum you would have to hit 1,400 calories total, at minimum. Okay, working it backwards, if you're at a 1,400 calorie, if you wanted to eat 1,400 a day, you would have to hit maximum would be 70. Okay, 68 would still be good. But that's getting down there, right? So that's why you start with the protein. So you're at 70 grams of protein, that's what you're gonna hit. And then you know you're gonna hit minimum 1,400 calories. So then if you hit 1,500 calories, you're still good. Okay, you're still good. Okay? Know the calories. Know the grams of protein. Know the calories. The fat grams will bounce around a little bit because if you're eating some fucking vegetation or not. Okay? The 20% protein, it's all about that. Hold that number. We already know that we're going low carb. We already know they're eating fucking ketosis friendly vegetables and shit. Oil the fuckers up. Okay, oil the fuckers up. It's okay if you're at like 18 or 17% protein. Okay? As long as your calories aren't too low. If you're at fucking 17% protein and you're only eating fucking 1,300 calories, that would put you under 65 grams of protein. That's getting too fucking low unless you're like a tiny little fucking woman that's like 4 feet fucking tall. Okay, a 1,200 calorie diet on these macros is fucking aggressive as fuck. Okay, you see a lot of women will cut on a 1,200 cal diet, but on these macros, it's very aggressive. Okay, that's gonna be fucking 60 gram of protein. Okay, you don't need to be under that. That'd be the lowest. 1,200 would be the lowest you would go. Okay, you'd have to be the smallest woman I'm dealing with for me to fucking say, yeah, eat 1,200. Okay, you don't need to go lower than 1,200. So if you were like, say, a 5 foot tall woman and you were like 280 pounds, 1,200 would probably be a pretty good, you could easily get away with that. But you don't need to go there because you would lose weight on like fucking 1,500 calories. Okay, why pull so hard? Because the harder you pull, then you gotta watch your snake juice a lot more. Okay? Because you're going to be losing weight so fucking fast when you're pulling that hard. Don't pull too hard. You want this to be sustainable. Fuck. It's an extremely sustainable diet. Okay, these ratios aren't abnormal. This is very normal. With fucking some vegetables, and then when you get ripped, you have like a day where you might, once you're a really good dieter, and you have like a special occasion, okay, this is a fucking very normal diet. Okay, I have a donation from Tamika Salermo. I didn't pronounce that right. Thank you very much. $100 donation. Thank you, Cole, she says. Okay, what else do I got here? Okay, John Thompson, I'm pretty sure I answered that question. Okay, so too low is going to be, you know what low is. Like, well, you don't. Okay, let's just say that I'm comfortable on about, if I'm trying to get really lean, I'd be comfortable if I'm between 120, 140 at my size. But if you're a fat ass, you could be at 100 gram of protein. 100 gram of protein would be about the cutoff I'd have for men, about. If you're a really small guy, you could maybe go with 90 grams of protein. That'd be an 1,800 minimum calorie count. 100 grams is going to be a 2,000 minimum calorie count. That's a very that diet is like what guys would use to get fucking ripped. All right? Like 2,000 calorie on these macros is going to get you fucking shredded. All right? But obviously that's if you're just too big, then you're just going to, if you start getting down there lower and lower, you're going to start fucking losing muscle because that's just not enough calories for a guy that's fucking 6'4" that should be like 220, and he's fucking eating the diet that I would get ripped on at 5'7" when I'm trying to chase 170 pounds. You don't do my future looking diet. You do something that you're gonna be doing. So if you were like 6'4" and you feel that you'd be pretty fucking ripped at like 220, 210, then you eat a fucking diet accordingly. Like that's where a good diet for you would be. To start with, would be like 150 gram of protein, 3,000 total calories or a little more. Something like that. Okay, watch the scale. Okay, get the fucking ratios right. Don't make the protein substantially lower than 20%. But if you're up in the higher calorie ranges, it's okay if the protein's a little bit lower than 20% because the total calories is high enough that it doesn't bring the protein too fucking stupid low. Okay, but if you're fucking around in those low calorie counts, like a woman, you got to be a little tighter on your numbers. If you're a woman that's a small woman and you're around 1,300 calorie a day, that'd be 65 grams of protein maximum. You gotta be hitting, you can't be fucking around by up or down 10 grams of protein. You gotta be hitting your numbers. Okay, you gotta be hitting them. Okay, you want it to be fucking at 20%, like fucking right on the money. Okay, you don't want to be way lower. And you don't want to be higher because then you're fucking not on the fucking keto. Then you're not in the fucking, on the ketone fucking weight loss club. Okay? Less than 20% of the calories from protein, but keep it close to 20%, specifically when you're fucking around with low calorie counts. Okay, let's see here. I fucking missed. If you're a fat ass, you're not going to fuck it up unless you're actually just eating stupidly under eating on this. And trust me, your appetite ain't going to be there, and you could stupidly under eat without even trying. So pay attention. If you're a woman, if you're fucking a good-sized woman, and good size meaning you're not like 5 feet tall, you're like average size, like 5'4" to 5'7". Okay, start with 80 gram of protein, 1,600 cal. See what that starts doing. Settle into this shit. Okay, learn. Snake juice on all the food. Sodium and potassium on all your food. If you're fucking exercising hard, which a lot of you people, if you're trying to lose the last 30 pounds, could very well be sweating like a pig. Even if your calories are not too far off maintenance, it's a nice, steady, slow drop. You gotta get in enough snake juice, plus the salts on the food. Okay, but if you're fairly sedentary, which I hope you're not, then salts just on the food with a little bit of snake juice might be good enough. If you're super fat peg, and you're fucking eating like, and you're dropping weight like a motherfucker, lots of snake juice. Okay, the snake juice will be fucking, the amount will be based on how fast that scale's dropping. Okay, if the scale's not dropping too fast, you know that you're eating closer to maintenance. Therefore, in the context of closer to maintenance calories, as long as you're salting the shit out of the food, you're going to be pretty good. Okay, don't overdose on potassium, but don't be afraid. Okay, it's always better to be over than under on the salts, because if you get under and you're under for too long, you're going to get fucked up. That's what's going to make you want to binge. That's what's going to make you get cramps. That's going to make you feel like shit. Same thing with the fucking macros. Okay? A fucking rabbit starvation diet would be an extreme example of pure protein, no fat. You feel like shit. That protocol is shit. Okay? You want to be running on fat. You want to be telling your body at 24 hours a day to be running on fat. Okay? That's why high protein, low carb fucking sucks. Carnivore diet sucks. Okay? Because there's no fucking goddamn instruction on any good ratios. Just eat meat. Fucking retarded. Fucking retarded. That's why they're fucking coming to me by the day now, since I started fucking pumping this shit again. This is fucking real ketosis. Unless your fucking ketone strips are showing dark color and your blood sugars are fucking low, way under 80 average, way under 80, low 70s, keep the word ketosis out your fucking mouth. Every carnivore motherfucker on YouTube, I swear to God, the title is like keto. Keto this, keto that. Keep the word keto out your fucking mouth. Fuck, you're nowhere near a ketogenic fucking diet, you idiots. Fuck, that's just misleading as fuck. Okay, your blood sugars are fucking 90 average? You're nowhere near a ketogenic diet, you fucking idiots. Fuck. You're not fucking running on fucking fat. You're like literally eating blocks of meat and then you're running on fucking glucose. For hours. I can get the same blood sugars on the fucking standard American diet from McDonald's. In the context of maintenance or weight loss, I can get the same blood sugars as your fucking carny heroes. Because their fucking macros suck balls. It's all about the fucking macros, bitch. It's not about fucking food choice dogma. Can't eat this. Can't eat that. I don't give a fuck. Just get the fucking strips, show them color, and keep those blood sugars rock bottom. And obviously, don't eat the fucking dirty oils. I had a question about the mayonnaise I keep mentioning. Organic mayonnaise does not have soy oil in it. It doesn't have fucking all those bad vegetable oils in it. Okay? When I'm eating a meal a day, I've talked about this before, when I'm eating a meal a day, fast food, whatever, I don't give a fuck what I'm eating. Okay? I can't fucking get over a certain body fat on a meal a day. That's a whole different story. We're trying to fucking cut hard. Okay? This is a clean diet. Okay? There's no fucking deep fried oils in this shit. Okay? The fucking organic mayonnaise is all clean oils. It's like egg yolk. It's like fucking avocado oil. Okay? There's no fucking soy oils and shit. Okay? You know that all that shit. Like the fucking shelf mayonnaise is full of that shit. And the one that says olive oil on it, Hellman's, that's full of the shit oil still. Okay? It's got some olive oil. Okay? It's trash. If you're eating fucking these oils, got to be clean. Coconut oil, it's clean. Okay, your meat fats are clean. Your butter's clean. Clean fucking oils. We're trying to make this diet, the reason this works so good is because it creates the least amount of hunger out of anything. Okay? Out of anything. Okay, there's people out there that can get ripped eating McDonald's on a meal a day, but they're not you. Okay, you're a fat pig. Okay, we need to deal with hunger. Okay? We need to deal with that. Deep fucking ketones. Deep fucking ketones. Okay, I'm not fucking around anymore trying to coach people that are super fat through a diet that they're just too weak. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is it. If you're a fat pig and you're coming to me for help, okay, this is the diet you're doing, or you can get the fuck out of here and go get help somewhere else. Okay, that's it. Okay, I want accountability to these fucking strips, bitch. If you can't provide me a fucking strip that shows purple, you're not getting any help from me. I want to see a fucking strip that shows fucking the darkest motherfucking purple on here. Even because I was fucking being inclusive. Trying to fucking fit a different diet to everybody. When I should have just stuck to my fucking old ways back in like 2016 forever. Should have never got shaken off that shit. Now I'm back. And we're getting some crazy results. You read these comments the last few days? See how much fucking weight these motherfuckers are dropping? See how much weight these people are dropping that were eating a meat-only diet with fucked up macros? Now they're listening to me? The fucking advice I'm giving you right now is the best fucking weight loss advice for a fat pig on fucking YouTube. Holy fuck. So here I got Mike Vega said, how much damn fat is 80%? You don't need to worry about counting the fat grams if you just focus on the protein and you know that we're not putting a bunch of carbs in there. Whatever the fat ends up being, it ends up being because you know the fucking calorie total. That's why it doesn't matter. It's just going to end up working. Because you worry about the fucking protein. You worry about the fucking protein. You make sure you choose a protein total that is going to be reasonable for the day for your size. And then you start with that and you use the protein to figure out the total calories. And we know the rest of those calories, okay, from the other foods that you're eating are going to be basically straight oil, unless you're a fucking moron and you're adding in a pile of carbs, which obviously this is a fucking low to no carb diet. Okay, that's why you don't got to worry about that. You just got to worry about the fucking protein. 80 grams of protein. like I said, 80 grams of fucking protein. You know that has to be less than 20% of the total calories. So you go 80 times 20 is 1,600 total calories in the day you'd have to hit minimum. Okay? It's fucking simple as shit. So you know all the other fucking calories, okay? Because we know the 80 grams of protein is 320 calories. So all the rest of the calories to make up 1,600, okay, which is going to be what, 1,280 calories, is going to be from fucking fat and trace carbs. You don't got to count the fucking grams there, idiot. Fuck, don't make it harder than it has to be. You just got to fucking choose a protein count and then know that if I eat this much protein, I have to hit this many calories minimum. And so all you got to do is go to the protein count you choose times 20 to figure out the calories minimum. Fuck! How fucking easy. Like, this is so stupidly easy. Okay? Because your calories of protein is going to be 20% of that total calorie count. If you want to do it the long way, go 80 grams of fucking protein again. Times 4 calories per gram in protein is 320 calories. Divide by 0.2, because that's 20%, gives you fucking 1,600 total calories. Okay, you don't need to worry about the fucking grams of fat if you're chasing zero carb. The rest has to be fat. There's only 3 fucking macros, you idiot. There's only 3 fucking macros. Protein, carbs, and fat. If we're keeping the carbs rock bottom, and we know, and we're setting ourselves a protein count, the fat's going to be basically fixed. The fat's going to be what it is. Okay, the calorie count matters, and the fucking protein count matters. That's what I'll be asking people if they want my fucking help. If they're doing this, that'll be how I'm teaching them. I'll be like, how much protein are you getting in the day? And tell me your total calories. And I'll be able to tell right away if they're fucking it up. Because if they tell me that they're eating 100 grams of protein a day, but the total calories are like 1,500, protein's way too fucking high. It doesn't fucking work. Because at 100 grams of protein, you have to be eating 2,000 calories, which would be mainly, the rest would be mainly fat. Other 1,600 calories were the fucking fat. Okay, it's so simple. That's why I hold you accountable to knowing the fucking calories, you fucking lazy cunt. The protein and the calories. Those 2 fucking numbers. That's what you need to know. How many grams of protein? You set the grammage of protein. If you're a woman, somewhere between 60 and 90. But don't just go between 60 and 90. Pick a number, because that number is the number you're going to have to base the total calories from. So maybe Monday you end up eating 70 grams of protein. Well, that day you had to hit minimum 1,400 calories. Maybe Tuesday you decide to fucking go with 80 grams of protein. Well, that day you had to hit minimum 1,600 calories. Then maybe the next day you go 75 grams of protein. Well, that day you had to hit minimum 1,500 calories. Okay, it's simple to learn this. Learn it. David Siri 5 donated me $5, says, when I'm fasting, my libido goes through the roof and I can't stop thinking about sex. It's exhausting. Any tips? Well, that's not really a bad problem to have. Maybe go to the fucking gym. Okay? Maybe go to the fucking gym. Don't watch fucking porn. I don't need to get into this shit right now. We're talking about fucking weight loss. Thanks for the donation. But go do something. Go chop fucking wood. Okay? The irony in that. Go chop wood. Okay? Like, go do something with your life. Fuck. Okay? Fucking think about something different. Fucking take some action. Okay? Don't just sit there fucking thinking about sex. That's stupid. That's just stupid. Oh, I'm just sitting in my rocking chair thinking about sex. Go do some shit. Fuck. Okay? It's not like fucking there's not a million other guys that deal with the same problem. Okay? Go do some shit. I see in these comments, people focus on the fucking protein grammage. Everyone's talking about the fat, the fat's just gonna be there. Okay, you know that a tablespoon of those pure fats is like 120 fucking calories. Okay? The grams of fucking protein are more important. That's what you start the whole fucking equation off with. Because you need to hit a minimum on the protein. You do not want to go too fucking low on the protein to where, which would mean a low, basically if you're going with a stupid low calorie count, the protein can be fucking too low. You don't want to do that. You start with the fucking protein. Don't fucking use shortcuts here. You fucking pick a protein count and you times it by 20 to figure out the total calories at minimum you'd have to get in on the day. That you'd have to eat on the day. You take the protein grammage. You times it by fucking 20 to get the minimum calories you'd have to eat on the day to allow yourself that much protein. Like, how fucking more simple can you get it? People make it way too confusing. Like, for example, say if I had a fucking egg, and an egg is 6 grams of protein, right? And let's call an egg, some people see 70 calories, some people see 80. If you got 6 grams of protein, you take 6, okay, to make that egg fatty enough. You take 6 times it by 20. That gives you 120 calories. But we only got 70 calories from the actual egg. So 120 minus 70 is 50 extra calories you have to add. So you don't need to be all fucking perfect with the fucking fats. You got to just make sure you're over. So you don't got to worry about perfect grammages on if you added some butter to that egg, you just make sure that, geez, I need at least 50 calories of butter added to this egg. So you don't have to be perfect, just go over. That's the beauty of it. You can always just go over on the fat. Okay, you're not going to naturally go way over anyway. It's okay. Okay, I trust the macros so much that if you're over on the fat and it brings the calories a little higher, you're going to be fine. You're going to lose weight like crazy. Okay, the protein you need to know. Okay, so that's how you do it. It's fucking simple as shit. Okay, olive oil. Oil that fucking shit on everything. Okay, all you need, I always basically count by tablespoons in my head. Okay, a tablespoon of olive oil is 120 cal. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know the fucking grams, 15 fucking grams. Like, fuck. Who cares? 120 cal, a tablespoon. So if I need X amount of calories because the rest of the food's too lean, like the egg's too fucking lean. If I need X amount of calories to get up, I know the calories that I need was 120. The egg's only 70. 6 grams of protein in the egg. To allow myself to eat 6 grams of fucking protein, I need to be at 120 minimum. So that means if I take that egg at 70 cal, I need to at least add 50 fucking calories worth of fat. So I just make sure I'm over that. Fuck, I'll add a whole teaspoon of fat to that fucking egg. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Fuck. Don't overthink this shit. You got your fixed proteins fixed. And then you just add fat. It's so easy to just add fat. You got your fucking oils. You got your fucking organic mayonnaise. Like, if you got 100 grams of ribeye steak, okay, how much fat would you have to add to that fucker? Okay, let's say that 100 grams of ribeye steak's 290 cal. If you're lucky, raw. Always side on the error on the low end on that calories of that fucking meat source. So I would actually end up just calling that 100 grams of ribeye steak. If I was actually going to eat a piece of ribeye steak, I would call it 250 calories max, even though it might be a little higher. So then I know, and then I would call the protein in that 100 grams of ribeye steak 25 grams. So that means if I go 25 grams of protein, that's what matters, times 20 to get 500 total calories, or I'll do it the long way. 25 grams of protein times 4 calories per gram, okay, is 100 calories worth of protein divided by 0.2, because 20% or less percent from protein in a 20-80 fucking diet gives you 500 total calories you have to hit. So now I have a 250 calorie chunk of ribeye steak that contains 25 grams of protein. Okay? So now I got to make sure I'm hitting 500 calorie total. So that means I'd have to add 250 calories of fucking fat to that cunt, which would be about 2 tablespoons of fucking olive oil or something. If I'm over, perfect. Fuck, I'll shoot for 550 calories just to fatten that shit up. Because that meat by itself is shit. The macros are shit for this. But that's how I do it. Very simple. Okay, that's how much fucking fat you need to be adding to that. I'm going to use that one more example of that fucking ribeye. A very realistic example. Let's say you had a 400 gram ribeye steak. Like a fucking steak that was 400 fucking grams. So this would be fucking like, this would actually be a meal. 400 gram ribeye steak. Okay? You'll read a lot of places that it says that it's 290 calories for 100 grams. Well, I ain't using 290. Because by the time you cook it and shit, 250 max I would use per 100 grams. So that means that 400 gram chunk of ribeye steak is fucking, we're going to call it 1,000 cal. Now, how much protein is in that? I always go 25 grams of protein per 100 grams. So we got 400 gram ribeye steak, fucking 25 grams of protein per 100 grams. That gives you 100 grams of protein. Now, we got 1,000 calorie ribeye steak. That's 100 grams of protein. This would be like a meal when I'm going to cut. How much fucking calories do I need to add to that to make it fucking match the 2080 macro fucking template? You use the 100 grams of protein. You fucking do it. I'll do it both ways. The fast way, take 100 grams times 20. That's 2,000 calories. That means I'd have to add 1,000 calories minimum of fucking fat and whatever trace carbs to bring that 1,000 calorie ribeye up to where it should be to fucking hit these fucking macros. 1,000 calories of fat. Now the long way, 100 grams of protein in the fucking 400 gram ribeye steak. 100 grams of fucking protein. Okay? Times 4 calories per gram. That's 400 calories worth of protein. Divided by 0.2 because the 20% rule, the 2080 fucking weight loss diet, gives you, again, 2,000 calories. So now on my plate, I got a fucking 400 calorie ribeye steak, or 1,000 calorie ribeye steak, okay? That's 400 grams in weight and has 100 grams of protein. Now, to get that to where I want it, I gotta go grab my olive oil. I gotta go maybe grab my butter if you're gonna use some butter. And I gotta add 1,000 cal to that. So if I was gonna do it in olive oil, that would be literally, let's say 120 calories for a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm looking at like fucking 7, 8, okay? That much olive oil, 7, 8 tablespoons. Okay, let's do it exact. I won't estimate that. So you need to bring 1,000 calories to 2,000 calories. And it's a ribeye steak that's 1,000. You got to make it a minimum of 2,000 cal. All right? Which is going to be basically 9 times 900, 180. Yeah, 9. 9's going to be over. 9's going to be over. 9 tablespoons of fucking olive oil you'd have to add to that meal. So take some swigs of it for all I care. Okay, maybe you fucking go with 2 tablespoons of butter on the steak and another fucking 8 tablespoons of olive oil. That's how much. That's how fucking bad your fucking macros are in that fucking carny diet. Who in the fuck's doing that? Nobody. Nobody. 2080, bitch. That's how you would enjoy your ribeye, your tomahawk. Okay, fuck. You gotta add like literally. You're literally adding another 50% of the calories in fucking pure fat to get it to where I need it to be. Fuck. No wonder your blood sugars suck balls. Compared to what we're talking about here. The diet that'll yield the lowest blood sugar is going to get the most fucking weight loss, bitch. The least inflammation, bitch. The least inflammation. Okay? The best way to fucking shrink tumors. Okay? That's how you do it. There's your fucking ribeye fucking formula. Fuck. And a lot of you are just eating the ribeye with a little bit of butter on top. What a fucking joke, man. High-fat diet, my fucking ass. Fuck, you think you're eating high-fat? It's a fucking joke. Fuck, your body's like, what the fuck? Are you trying to fucking get me to run off fat or fucking glucose from all this protein? Okay, nice high-carb diet, dummy. Fuck, it might not look like it's high-carb, but it fucking is as far as your body's concerned. Fuck, people fuck this up. Gold GLD _ smoke donated me $10 says, Cole, 5'7", 170 pounds, 22% body fat, 24 pounds muscle, male. How much protein I've been doing? About 85 grams. Should I just maintain or cut? You're 22% body fat at 5'7"? Okay, you need to get in the fucking gym and build some fucking muscle. Like, what the fuck? Hey, like, if you want to fucking bulk on this, gain, like, you're going to have to fucking get stronger in the gym. Okay, you're skinny fat. Okay, you're skinny fat. 22% body fat at 170. You're the same height as me. At 170, I'm like 9% body fat. You're 22. I'm not on fucking steroids. Okay, where's your muscle? Okay, stop worrying about weight loss. Get some fucking muscle on you, for fuck's sakes. Okay, if you want to do a super lean bulk with this kind of dieting strategy, get enough fucking food in. Okay, get enough food in. Fuck, get up around 3,000 calorie, 150 gram of protein a day. Fuck, get it in. Okay, you shouldn't be, you're going to have to fucking eat way past, you're going to be eating when you're never hungry. Ever. Okay, get strong as fuck. Okay, you need to build some muscle, for fuck's sakes. 124 fucking pounds lean mass? You kidding me? Fuck, at 170, you want to be up like at least around 140 lean mass. Like, build some fucking muscle. Okay, hope I answered that question. Okay, 85 fucking grams of protein. You fucking serious? Fuck. 153,000 cal. That's going to be your 2080 still if you want to do it on this. Okay, you can definitely fucking gain weight and bulk on this. It's going to be a very clean bulk. Okay, you're going to gain very little excess body fat. It works very well, actually. But personally, when I go on a bulk, I just like to do it on OMAD with fucking a pile of trash just to get big. Because I like to move weights, big weights right away. Okay, it's a peace of mind. But that's fine. Health-wise, this is going to be better than what I did to do that, obviously. Okay, but my health just gets right back in check when I get back on my cutting diet. Okay, get in the fucking gym. Let's fucking get your numbers up. Alan G donated me $10 says, I'm 3 days. I'm 3 days into 2080. The 2080 weight loss diet. 2080. Okay, don't mix it up. 2080. 20% protein or less. The rest of the calories in fat and trace carbs. Okay? You fucking add fat to make up the calorie count because you figure out your fucking protein first. You start out with a protein number and use it. I gave you a whole bunch of examples. I'm 3 days into a 2080 weight loss diet. 1 meal a day is doing 83% fat. My glucose is still high 90s. 2 hours after the meal, I'm a 400-pound fat ass. Could it take longer for my glucose to respond? Yeah, it'll take longer. Okay, you're 400 fucking pounds, fatty liver. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're fucking doing. All right? Now, obviously, if you're eating, you didn't say the fucking calorie count. Okay, I'm going to tell you, if you're that big, okay, probably a good calorie count for you at the start is going to be like, don't be a pig. Okay, somewhere probably, I don't know how tall you are either. I don't know how big you are. You could be a short fat ass or a big fat ass. All right? But at your size, if you're like 2,800 calories, 140 grams of protein or less. Obviously, if you're eating one meal a day, even though it's drenched in fat, okay, you're going to still get an increase in blood sugar after the meal. It's not going to be like if you ate a block of meat where your blood sugar is going to be elevated for 12 fucking hours. Okay, but you're still eating a large bolus of food. You're obviously going to have a fucking increase in insulin when it's that much calories and acidic. Okay, which is fine. Okay, because what's going to happen is you're just drenching the protein with all that fat. And you're going to fucking basically just be burning pure fat. It's not going to make it, your body's not going to be in no man's land trying to think if it should burn fat or protein when the fucking macros are 2080 with that much fat. But don't get, like, I don't know how much you're eating, but 2,800 cal, maybe 2,500 cal with 125 gram of protein, something like that. Okay, and just watch the scale. We're here to lose weight. Okay, as long as those strips are showing good fucking color all the time. Okay, these fucking strips. So your blood sugar might creep up from that big bolus of food slightly, but these fucking strips will be showing dark color all the way through the night, all the way around the fucking clock. But your fucking liver's fatty as fuck. You're 400 pounds. So your blood sugar control isn't going to be good right now. Okay, just keep going and lose fucking weight. You're going to lose weight. You're going to lose weight on this. Okay, just keep going. You're fucking... Okay, again, you told me 83% fat. Tell me the protein count. Okay, talking protein percentages. I'm going to assume the rest is super low carb and fat. I don't care about that. Okay, the protein. How many grams? Okay, if you're a 400-pound fat ass, something that's reasonable, 120 grams of protein, minimum 2,400 calories would be a good diet. Something like that. Okay, you play with that part. Make sure if you're dropping weight like crazy, you're getting the snake juice on the food, sodium and potassium, and getting in some snake juice, okay? And make sure you're getting your walking in or something that's not going to beat you up. Get on that recumbent bike. Get in the fucking gym. Back to all those other old videos. Get in the fucking gym. Don't just sit your ass at home. Okay, get in the gym. Okay, lift some fucking weights. Hope that answered that question. Thanks for the donations. Alan G. Donate me $5, says 6 feet tall, 440 pounds. 1,800 calories so far, but I'm realizing it's too low. It's too, yeah, you don't need to be at 1,800. If there's a day or something where you're at 1,800, fine. Okay, fine. But you don't need to be that low. You're 440 pounds. Stick to something that's still going to drop weight like crazy. Okay, like I said, 2,500, 125 gram of protein is going to be right in the ballpark. Okay, a big dude's going to lose weight on 3,000 calorie, 150 gram of protein. Okay, even 100, that's where you could fuck around and make it real high fat. You would go 120 gram of protein, and the minimum calories is 2,400, but you could go 2,800 or 3,000. And then because you're eating enough protein still, the protein's still good, and you could fuck around and go real high fat. The last guy I just answered his question, same thing. Okay, the guy that said he was 400 pounds, same shit. The protein doesn't have to be too high at all. Okay, you could play around with the protein count at 120 and then have a 2,800 calorie diet or 3,000 and see what the scale does. Because then you're just drenching out the protein. You got that luxury when you're eating more calories. You can go on the real low end on the protein that's still safe and drench that shit out with fat, and then you're eating more calories and still losing weight like crazy, which is even better for sustainability. Okay, I hope I answered that question. Holy fuck, there's a pile of questions. Wayne Warrington donated me $2, says, what do I do with the bile diarrhea? Okay, if you got the shits, just yank the food back or don't eat so much in one sitting. Okay, or pull the snake juice back a little bit. Okay, just go dry for a minute or two to let the fucking shit, figure that part out. Just dry fast for a few hours to stop the diarrhea and then fucking get in some smaller food. Smaller amounts of food, smaller meals. Okay, maybe go to a three meal a day routine if you can't. There's going to be some of these guys that'll be eating one meal a day, 3,000 cal, pile, grossly fat, and they're going to be fine. Some people might get the shits if you're getting used to that crazy high fat. Okay, and then obviously just yank the salt back a bit. Okay, don't be afraid, all right? Like, go by feel, what's your body telling you. Don't be afraid. If you feel like you're really tired and weak for some reason that day, relax. Okay, figure it out. Take a look at the last 3 days. What does it look like? Was I getting in enough snake juice? Am I just under eating crazy on calories? Okay, am I getting the ratios right? Am I burning fat? Are these strips showing good color? Okay, these strips. Where's your fucking strips? Okay, I want to see more fucking comments where your fucking strips are purple all the time. Okay, I answered LNG, 440-pound guy, 1,800 calories. Yeah, you don't need to be that low. Especially if you could actually build muscle on this cut if you're not fucking eating stupid low-cal. And you're going to be losing weight fast as fuck. Boy. Okay? Let's see here. Justin Munson donated me $5, says, I'm on the spam and pickle diet. I'm 5'5", used to bodybuild, went from 155 to 230 fat over the year. Should I stick to the spam and pickles or go for 2080? The spam and pickles is 2080, all right? The spam is actually less than 20% protein. It's perfect, okay? That's fine. That is the 2080 diet. It's just spam and pickles. That was the thing. Like, see how I was always trying to still get this back into the circulation? True ketosis with the spam and shit. Okay, but now we got a name, 2080. Okay, that fucking spam and pickle diet's fucking aggressive weight loss routine. 2 cans of spam a day and a bunch of fucking pickles. Getting some vitamin C. Okay, I'd even be putting organic mayonnaise on the spam and mustard and some olive oil. Can even fatten it up even more. Okay, I think you're going to be right around just under 90 grams of protein, somewhere in the 80s on the protein, which is low, but you're a fairly small guy. Okay, you probably want to maybe get up there closer to 100 grams of protein, which the spam won't cover you. So that's one situation where 2 cans of spam is way under 20% protein, and you're about I think they're like 960 calories a can, so like 1,920 total calories. Okay, so do the math, and if you don't feel strong, bump the calories up, bump the protein up. Go to like 100 grams of protein, 2,000 cal. Okay, like your size, or maybe you're close. You're right close. Or maybe 95 grams of protein and 1,900 calories. Maybe 2,000, something like that. You're right on the money. Okay, just go by feel and make sure you're getting enough fucking potassium. Because the spam's got a ton of sodium in it, but the other meat's got more potassium than others. So, you want to be getting that potassium in. And the pickles are good too. The pickles will make you fucking, they're going to be high in the salt, and they're definitely going to make it go through even better. All right? Like, that's why olive oil makes you use the can. All right? You're not going to have to worry about getting plugged up if you're getting these fucking macros right. Like, look how greasy this shit is. Like, look, you hear more fucking people getting the shits than getting plugged up. Okay, fuck. It's greasy as fuck. Hope that answered that question. Okay, so what you're doing is good, but you're not going to eat spam forever. Fucking learn the diet. Learn it. Okay, learn how to eat some fucking maybe cleaner meats and adding the fats to them to bring the fucking calories where they need to be. Learn it. Okay? Some people do really good just eating the same fucking thing every single day. With no variety in it either. Like the same fucking spam and pickles or just bacon every day. They could do that for a year, some people, but not many. Let's see. Pink Supremacy donated me $20, said bacon. Bacon works. Just like I said, if you're cooking the shit out of it, you're going to fuck up the ratios. So you might have to add fat to the bacon. There's a bacon that I used to eat called Harvest. And it was, one of them was 80, one of them was 90 grams of protein in one pack. And the pack was about 2,000 cal. All right? So technically that's under 20% protein. But by the time I cooked it very little. I cooked it just to where it started to like do the, like basically have those little folds in it. So it was sloppy. Okay, that was probably bang on, and I would still add organic mayonnaise to that, and I'd throw like some cayenne pepper on it and shit. Okay, and that was like fairly high protein bacon. What I would call high protein bacon. So a lot of that really low protein shit that's like 5 grams of, like it's really low. It's like pure fucking pork lard, basically. Okay, that shit's gonna hit the numbers for sure, but most of you are gonna be cooking the shit out of that stuff. Because that stuff, see the high quality stuff like that harvest stuff, like that stuff wasn't like, a lot of people would be able to eat that because it wasn't as gross. People would think it was gross to eat the stuff that's low protein, to eat that raw, like no one's gonna do that. Like I would eat that harvest shit raw. Okay, because it's like it lean enough that it's reasonable to eat it raw. But so that's the difference. The cheaper bacon, you actually end up cooking more because it's just so fatty, but you probably cook the shit out of it. So pay attention to that. Carla reads the classic, says, Cole, you're amazing. 2080 is perfect. 3 consecutive days in and down 5 pounds. Great energy and killing it in the gym. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make it this time. Thank you. You're welcome. Awesome job. I can't stress enough the protein count being reasonable. Reasonable. If you're a woman, okay, a good starting point is going to be 80 grams. 70 if you're a little bit smaller of a woman. 60 at lowest if you're a tiny little woman that's got a fucking belly on her. Okay, like short. Okay, on the higher end for the women, if you're bigger, maybe 90 grams, 1,800 calories minimum. Maybe even as high as 100 grams, 2,000 calories. That's getting into the men. Okay, that are middle size. So that'd be a big woman, like a woman that's bigger, like probably like 5'9", 5'10". Okay, something like that. Okay, then the men, the low end would probably start around 1,800. Like you got to be a really small guy to be yanking on 1,600 calories. That's what a small natural bodybuilder would probably cut for the last couple weeks on. Would be like 1,700 calories. Okay, and like fucking, 1,700 calories and like 80, 85 gram of protein. Well, that's only for like a couple of weeks. Okay, so that's the lowest you'd want to be as a guy. And then like 2,000 is going to get you ripped if you have like a decent amount of muscle on you and you're even my size. Okay, bigger guy, bigger guy, you're going to be up like maybe 26, 28, 3 grand. Okay, depends on the activity now. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll probably be close to the 3 gram because I do a lot of exercise. Okay, but if somebody's my size and they're not exercising as much as me and burning as many calories, they can be quite a bit lower. Okay, don't fuck up the fucking protein. Set it and then go with that. And you base everything around the protein count. You base your total calories on the day around the protein count. Okay, you're just adding fat to make leaner fucking meat sources fattier to meet the fucking ratios of the 20-80 weight loss diet. Timothy Reagan donated me $2. Says, why is high fat superior to high protein for growth? Nothing's superior that way. You need a minimum amount of protein to build muscle if that's what you're asking. We're talking about weight loss here. Okay, you should be asking me why these macros are superior than having fucking shitty high protein, low fucking fat macros for weight loss. Because it keeps your body in fat burning mode 24 hours a fucking day, never burning glucose. So you truly adapt to burning fat. Okay? If we're talking the most efficient way, the most effective way to build muscle, the fastest, like letting health go out the window and everything, you just need a pile of fucking food and you get in enough protein. You need a pile of fucking calories and pump iron. Okay, it all depends how you want to do it. Do you want to build slower? Do you want to build faster? Do you want to build in a healthier modality where you're trying to just gain weight slower? Like when I fucking gained the weight this last few months on a meal a day, that wasn't the healthiest way to do it. I was eating fucking trash every day. But the fucking one meal a day on the junk kept the calories in check, and all I did, same thing. I just made sure I hit my protein minimum. Okay, that's it. And I make sure that I'm fucking not under eating. Ever. Ever. Okay? So that's what that's about. Like, as far as building muscle as a natural lifter, there's going to be an amount of protein that you need. Anything over that's just a waste. No matter if you're eating a fucking non-ketosis diet or strict ketosis. Okay, there's going to be a fucking limit where it's just a waste and you're just deanimating it. Okay? Because protein's a shitty fuel source. You fat or carbs. Okay, protein's to build. Like, it's a fucking dog shit fuel source. Hope that answered that question. Not to mention, you know how high your growth hormone is on this fucking diet when your ratios are 20-80, less than 20% protein? Like, your anti-aging benefit is insane. Insane. Okay? You actually get adapted to burning fat for fuel, like deeply adapted. Okay? That's funny how the fucking carnivores are like, oh, it takes 30 days to adapt to this. You never adapt. When you're fucking eating a high protein diet like that, you never adapt to being super efficient at burning fat as fuel because you're never in fucking ketosis. Keep ketosis out your fucking mouth. Okay, maybe your gut adapts to your blocks of meat somewhat, but it's a fucking joke. Bowel movements are fucking a dog shit joke in general. Shit. Okay, nobody wants to eat that way. You know what's funny? I was talking to somebody last night about this. You watch some of these jackasses, they'll go through McDonald's and just get patties, right? Just patties and eat them. Those fucking patties are so off-putting. Fuck, like they're way too fucking lean. You think they're fatty? McDonald's quarter pounder patties are fucking lean as fuck. It's so off-putting. Oh, I'll just go through there like Ken Berry and eat these patties. Your fucking macros are shit. Okay, you're not fucking telling your body to eat fat. Okay, fuck. And you can tell it's so off-putting. There's like no fucking grease hardly at all. And you see them just eating these patties. Okay, you'd have to add like a fucking like a tablespoon of olive oil to each patty to make it decent. Fucking macros. Fuck. Okay, everybody's fucking this up and they have been for fucking years. Okay, and I'm bringing back the proper diet. Fuck. You gotta actually make an effort to hit these fucking macros. You're not just gonna fucking find shit on the shelf. There's a few things that we've talked about, but you can't just fucking eat like clean meats and hit these macros without adding a pile of fucking fat to it. Okay, and then add a pile of fat to your fucking salad if you want salad. Like, fuck, it's 20-80. Okay, I've went through this a million fucking times now. I told you exactly protein counts. I'm telling you how to make sure the fucking calories are in the fucking range on the top end. Simple as shit. People are way too fucking obsessed with fucking protein being high. Fuck. Stupid fucking dummies. Fuck. You want to keep the protein at a minimum where you can still build muscle and the rest is just fucking fat. This even goes for a fucking carb diet. Everybody's too fucking high on the protein. Okay, like these percentages, truthfully, this percent that I'm giving you is just as good on a fucking non-ketosis diet for the amount of protein you should be getting in. Seriously, it's just as good. Like, for example, 120 calories worth of fucking 120 grams worth of protein for a man's diet. A man. 120 grams of protein, okay, and 2,400 calories? That's 20-80. That's 20% protein. It's not 80% on the other shit, right? Because this is 80% because it's fucking straight fat. Okay? But 20% of your calories from protein on any diet is almost perfect. Doesn't matter if you're fucking trying to do a ketogenic diet or not. Okay? People are fucking idiots. They're eating way too much fucking protein. Okay? But don't be an idiot like a vegan and eat no protein, but they're way too high. They'd have way better hormone response even on a fucking carb diet if they kept the protein down where it should be and ate the carbs and the fats. Fuck. As long as the calories are high enough. Okay, if you're fucking trying to build muscle, as long as the ratios matter in every diet. Okay, but this one specifically, it matters the most because there's no arguing the ratios. Because if these fucking strips don't show fucking color and you can't blow those low blood sugar numbers, your ratios are not fucking right. 20-80. 20% protein or less. But on a fucking non-ketosis diet, we can argue till we're blue in the face about the ratios. Because there's no actual biomarker that fucking would keep people in check like these strips. So we can fucking argue till you're blue in the face. You can be like, oh, it's this many grams you need. Oh, this many grams you need on a non-ketosis diet, like your regular diet. So you can argue till you're blue in the face. But this, it's like if you don't show color on these strips, shut the fuck up. Your protein's too high. Okay, it's simple. I can actually say your protein is too fucking high. If you fucking can't pull blood sugars that are way under 80 milligrams per deciliter or under 4.1 millimoles per liter. Okay, that's the beauty of this shit. You can't argue it. You can't argue it. As soon as you're on a non-ketosis diet, like all the fucking carnivores are, or anybody that they think they're on keto, keep ketosis out your fucking mouth. Or people that are on a normal fucking diet that is non-ketosis with carbs, like, whatever diet. Okay, you can argue till you're blue in the fucking face what the right protein count is. This you can't. This you can't, bitch. You can't. Because if you can't fucking show me these fucking strips being dark, and you can't show me a low blood sugar fucking over time, like we had the example there today where the guy's sugars are still high because he's a fat pig. But the sugars on average will be rock bottom. Okay, under 80 all the time. Except for maybe when you wake up or maybe right after you eat that fucking meal for a couple hours if you eat a big bolus of food. But 90% of the day you'll be under, way under. And these will always be showing dark even after the big bolus of food. Even if your blood sugar does come up a hair, these will still show super dark all the time because you're not fucking it up with too much fucking protein. Even after eating. Where if you eat a pile of protein and you're not even close to the 2080 macros, these will lighten up if the fucking protein's not drenched with fat. Drenched. Like I told you, we did that fucking ribeye example earlier. 1,000-calorie ribeye steak. 400 grams of ribeye. You needed another 1,000 calories of fucking oil to get the fucking macros right to where you're going to be fucking hitting dark colors on this shit and have low blood sugars. Okay, learn. You'll learn. Learn this shit. Crazy weight loss, bitch. No hunger. That's the other thing. The sustainability is the best because the hunger is the lowest you can get. These macros combined with high salt will give you the least hunger you can possibly imagine. Possibly imagine. Okay? The least. Lower than anything you've ever done. That's why undereating can be a thing. Where you actually are just undereating. You won't stall. If you're sticking to this fucking shit where these strips are showing color and your sugars are low and you stay on it, you won't stall. You might hold some water because the body will hold for a while sometimes because it's like, holy fuck, this person's losing way too much fucking weight. We got to stop this shit for a minute. But your body will still be shrinking. And then bang, you'll drop that water and you'll fucking just start dropping like a rock again. Okay? The ketone strips never lie, bitch. If you can't show dark color on these strips, keep ketosis out your fucking mouth. Hope I answered that question. Joy's Love donated me $10, says, thank you for explaining the fat percent. I was so confused. I get it now. Keep it simple. You're welcome. It's not hard. Okay, it's not hard. Be careful reading my comment section because people will still run their mouth and fuck you up. Rewatch my fucking video. Okay, this is a decent little question or statement, and I'll fucking address it. Spiritual hypertrophy said, I'm under 20% body fat, and I notice I need more than 20% protein, especially since I train really hard. Okay, are you talking about doing this diet? We're talking about fucking weight loss. So I don't give a fuck what you think you need. If you're trying to lose weight, the fucking strips need to show fucking color. Now, if you need more protein, if you feel you need more protein, you still keep the fucking ratios the same. Just the calories go up. Okay, let's say you're eating 100 grams of protein, 2,000 calories, 2080, and you felt the 100 grams of protein, it doesn't feel quite right. Then bump it up to 120, but then it's 2,400 calories. Maybe 120 doesn't feel quite right. Then bump it up to 150, 3,000 calories. Fuck, I guarantee you fucking 150 is going to be plenty. You see? So I don't give a fuck about people thinking they need more protein. Fine. Then bump the fucking calories up. More fat then. 2080 fucking macros. Okay? There's never going to be a hook you can throw at this where you can try to like trick the diet or something. Okay? If you need more fucking protein, the fucking calories go up. It's that simple. Okay? That's what we're talking about here. If you're talking about a fucking non-ketosis diet, then you're in the wrong conversation right now. Okay? Fuck. If you want to build muscle on this diet, okay, you don't undereat. And trust me, I'll tell you right now, trying to bulk on this diet is actually it's a good thing in a sense. You got to fucking almost force feed just to gain fucking 2 fucking pounds. Talking about lean bulking, okay? Main gaining. This is the fucking true main gaining diet. You want to main gain? This is what you eat. Okay? Because you have so much control. Because you can literally eat as much as you can probably eat. As long as you're sticking to those ratios, you're going to want to puke before you overeat. Fuck. You know how much fucking fat that is if you're eating 3,000 calories at 150 gram or less on the protein? Okay, even if you fucking were a big dude, you're really trying to bulk on this, and you're at 4,000 calories, and you're like fucking around with maybe 180 grams of protein, the amount of fat is insane. Like, you're gonna have to eat 2 meals that are grossly fat. Okay, it's so hard to fucking actually get fat. Okay, I would have been doing this, but I wanted to fucking jump up and weight quick on that dirty fucking OMAD diet. Or this is exactly what I would do on a fucking lean bulk. I just eat more. Because you just don't gain any fucking, like the fat, to gain the body fat is next to impossible. It's like the perfect fucking diet. Okay, if the ratios are right. There's nobody that can't do it unless they are just fucking it up. Jay donated me $5, says, lost 15 pounds in 1 week. Okay, you're going to see shit like that. You're going to see some big fucking drops. I just eat pepperoni every day. No hunger at all. Thanks, Cole. This is the only diet that's working for me. Perfect. Make sure that pepperoni is 2080. Okay, you might have to dip in some olive oil. So a lot of those pepperonis will make the macros. Okay, make sure it's a true 2080 and the results will be even better. Okay? Make sure your fucking sugars are low and these strips are showing black. 2080. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Until next time, unless you're doing the 2080 diet, less than 20% of the calories from protein. Okay, the rest from fat and trace carbs, snake juice. Get your salts in on the food. Until then, if you can't provide strips that show color that is dark, top 3 of these, 24 hours a day, keep ketosis out your fucking mouth. And stop fucking eating, fatty.